Why does that happen?
Yeah.
What happened?
Do you put both of those bumpers in one clip to play together, or you play them separate?
No, they're separate.
Something's going on with that program.
Yes, that is true. I don't know why that does that. All right. I closed it and opened it several times. Yes. And I don't want to forget the medical minute.
Yeah, don't forget the medical minute.
This time. He has a nice little thank you to us for helping him, I guess, distract him while he was finishing his degree. So that's why my congratulations.
I really like people who robbed Walmart.tumblr.com.
Oh, is that's a real thing?
No, it's a title suggestion.
Oh, that's good.
That's how much you make one.
Oh, excuse me.
It's those late night fall. It's those late
I get it
fallout
now.
Nights.
Took me a moment. Those fallout nights.
Give me more, give me more, give me more fusion core.
Nailed it.
Yeah, save up on fusion cores too when you go to the glowing sea.
Oh boy.
And we're back with Daily Fallout News Show.
Brought
And
to you
don't
by...
stop for anything. Keep on chugging. It doesn't matter if your assistant's getting like diced.
A bingo ate my data cap. I don't know. That embarrasses my mom and my nephew's Australian girlfriend. So I don't know if I can do that one.
I don't think it's oh, you mean the accent or the title?
Both. Definitely the accent is offensive in my horrible attempts.
Oh, bingo ate my data cap is so funny.
It is.
Oh,
it has
so
to,
funny.
Does that have to be it?
It might have to be it.
Although
facial profiling is pretty good too.
I will say, yeah, facial profiling is good. I do say that Australians get all worked up about dingo ate my baby jokes because that's like their most heinous crime of all time, and we are always making jokes about it.
Well, it's not their most heinous crime, but it's the one that everyone...
Yeah, they didn't commit it.
Yeah,
well,
but I'm saying the most... All right, I'm sorry, people. The most collectively heinous shared memory of a crime that occurred in Australia. Let me be more specific. So anyway, but I still think it's funny.
I wish Peter Wells were here. But since it's not directly...
only several thousand more dollars, and you can have them.
Yeah, we're going to keep doing headlines like this till you get Peter Wells back. Come on, Australia. Yep. No, and because it doesn't actually reference the dingo itself.
I think it's okay.
I feel like it can get a pass, don't you?
Yeah. Someone will write you,
Roger, are you saying no?
I don't know.
You think no?
Even if
facial profiling was the discussion topic.
But that's just me.
Well, I didn't hear what Roger said, sorry.
No, even if it doesn't explicitly say that, the joke is kind of ripping on that whole...
And you think it's not a good idea?
That's personal. That's just me. Remember, I was almost going to get married to Miss Friend. So.
I know. It's a psychological thing. Now that two people have said it.
Well, considering how much our Patreon keeps going up every time Peter plugs his potential
dude,
show
you're getting
in
a
Australia.
root kit.
Yeah, I think maybe that.
It's not actually a root kit, though. It's a root certificate.
You're getting a root certificate?
It doesn't work as well, Linda.
Yeah.
All right, you're right. Facial profiling is our...
Facial profiling it is.
And that's a nice pun on racism. Wow, when you start thinking about jokes, they're just not funny anymore.
I know. My husband would be very upset with us
Did you see that one I posted today on Twitter about the... there's a university, I'm trying to remember, in Canada, that's the student union basically dropped a yoga program or whatever.
Oh, God. So bad.
They considered it, what do they got, cultural appropriation and based on a white supremacist structure.
Yeah. It was
really stupid. It's like if you read it, it's like, come on, now you're just like finding a reason to be outraged.
There are some
there's
some like cultural appropriation issues with yoga for sure, but like I don't know,
but
it's
if
taken to the next level.
Wouldn't it depend on how it's done?
Well,
I've never taken
Yeah.
a yoga class, so I don't really know.
I think there was is it in Hindu? I think there was on a Reddit forum somewhere I follow it. He basically said that as long as you just do the exercise aspect of it, it's fine. As long as you don't try to weave in the various religious, spiritual, significance of all these things that you may or may not get. It's like, fine, if you just do the exercise, you just do the exercise. Great.
I mean, as a Catholic, I don't mind people doing confession stretching, where they just sit and kneel for 30 minutes waiting.
Like,
in
you don't
line.
see me running around chasing after people for doing wushu or something. It's like, whoa, no, what are you doing?
Can I interrupt this post show for a plug?
Yes.
Okay. Tonight, if you have old school cable, if you have not cut the cord, even if you have, you should watch Disney XD at 8:30 p.m. because my husband and his writing partner wrote a movie called Mark and Russell's Wild Ride, and it's going to be on tonight. It premieres tonight.
Here's the
Yay.
best part, folks. If you have Sling TV, you can add Disney XD for $5 for a month and then get rid of it. And then you get access to all the Star Wars Rebels so far this year on top of this amazing movie. And if you haven't signed up for Sling TV, you can get a free trial. Just saying.
It's Star Wars Rebels. It's probably the best thing that Disney has going at Disney XD.
I signed
Well,
up
what
for,
about the Guardians thing?
I added the
Guardians
kids
do
pack
that?
to Sling TV on purpose to get Star Wars Rebels, and it's the best buy ever because instead of having to pay $3 an episode to get the HD versions, for $5 a month, I'm getting 4 episodes a month. And then now, as a bonus, I can watch Matt's awesome movie.
Mark and Russell's Wild Ride.
Exactly.
Although I will say I really need to cut the cord. Comcast just raised my bill by $45. Happy birthday, Roger. We're going to raise your cable rate. This is after they already removed my 2-year special discount rate. It's like,
I'm like halfway through The Expanse, Strike It Rich. I've been watching it as much as I can in little chunks all day long.
Did anyone watch Jessica Jones or Man in the High Castle yet?
We watched
I
all of season
the
1.
first episode of Jessica Jones, and I am
I gotta
hooked.
catch up on that.
I am crazy hooked. It's so good.
Veronica, you
Yeah.
have to watch The Expanse. Go to sci-fi.com today.
I know. I'm on they have it on the Goodreads page too.
Yeah.
I will
wait,
watch
did
it.
that start already?
So far, so good. Yeah, the first
Yes.
episode is up in preview on the webs. If you have a browser, you can watch it. I think it's actually available on Sci-Fi's app, too.
Did anybody get the Hammaker Schlemmer catalog and see the Darth Vader Barbasaber?
No.
That's when I was like, stop allowing people to merch your movie.
Hey,
Like-
by the way, I have finally reached peak Star Wars trailer.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
like I'm still watching them, but I'm not excited anymore. Like they've overdone it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
you
American
knew they
Music
were gonna.
Awards exclusive yesterday was I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I really
let me
just
see
want
the
the movie
movie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the SNL?
Yeah, I like that.
The
That I did
auditions
like.
thing was cute. Yeah. The George Lucas one was actually the best.
Yes.
for
Yeah.
me.
The new cast they have is pretty solid. The current cast they have is pretty solid.
What, of SNL?
Yeah.
Oh,
for a
yeah.
while there it was pretty shaky. Wait, are you saying no or yes?
Well,
no,
they
I'm
had
agreeing
a-
with you. Sorry.
Yeah, they had a reboot year, and then they got it together right in time for the election.
Just pick any year since 1978.
Yeah.
And you can either say, boy, the SNL cast has gone down, or the SNL cast is finally good again. Like it's just 50-50.
That's what Lauren Michaels was talking about on Mark Maron's 2 hours
really?
of podcast. Yeah.
Remember when Anthony Michael Hall was on SNL?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a
do.
universally bad year.
I think he was in 2 skits that entire year. Yeah, that was
Wait, who was
I
the
think
other?
I consider that probably their worst year ever.
That's because that was the year Lauren Michaels wasn't there.
Yeah.
Wait, who was the? Who plays Tony Stark Iron Man?
Or maybe it was the first year he came back. I'm sorry, that was the first year he came back. And he was like going to
Robert Downey.
reinvent it.
Robert
and
Downey
make it
Jr.,
to-
yeah.
He was in for 2 seasons or 1 season.
He was
That was
definitely in
really-
for 1.
It was a
I
really
think it was
steep-
1.
He was actually in skits, though, unlike Anthony Michael
Yeah,
Hall.
but they weren't good.
Yeah, because Lauren Michaels came back and they were going to do this edgy new different thing, I think. And then
Like Kids in the Hall.
they did a final season sketch where they joked that everybody was caught in a fire and Lorne Michaels came in and only saved John Lovitz, so that everybody else in the cast was out, and they've like never re-aired it because it's basically super offensive.
There were some really weird choices, like Janine Garofalo.
No, she's funny.
She's funny.
She was not the weirdest choice, I didn't think.
It's just like she was. I don't know. She didn't. There was just a lot of. I think it goes in like spots where there's like a good run for 2 years and.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus was wasted. I actually started watching SNL in the Eddie Murphy years when he was pretty much the only good one. But Julia Louis-Dreyfus was in for some of those years, and she was great. But they never used her.
She was 20 years old or something crazy. She was super young.
Aww.
And a lady in a not totally lady-friendly
they never put her in any skits.
Yeah.
The ones they put her in, she was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, one of these days you can talk to her face to face.
Oh my gosh, someone on Twitter, who was it? Robert Monty just sent me the search for everything Star Wars on Hammaker Schlemmer. And they are the Chewbacca slippers, the Star Wars fleece robe, the illustrated Star Wars tome, the Wake You I Can Star Wars clock, the Star Wars Steins, Darth Vader humidifier. Oh my God.
That's the Disney merchandise machine.
Yeah, for sure.
That's totally Disney. Have you seen the amount of Avengers bling?
It's impossible to figure out what's going to be valuable in 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, they don't. The majority of the risk isn't with Disney. They just sell you the license, and then you make tennis shoes, and hopefully it sells. You pay a percentage to Disney.
I don't know. The Darth Vader pancake maker, I think, is
Okay, so you don't remember during the first run.
You
of
don't know
Yeah.
the flower of the dark side.
They had I used to have the Darth Vader shampoo bottle, and they used to sell the C-3PO, Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, one other as shampoo bottles. You would twist their head, and it would just be like Pantene or something.
Oh my God, this is the most dangerous thing I've ever seen. The Luke Skywalker knife block, in which the knives are on a horizontal plane facing you to make it look like a TIE fighter. It's insane. It's really, you can't see it. It's
Wait,
really
did Hammaker Schlemmer go out of business, or is that the...
No, if they're out of business, I'm still getting their catalog.
Sky Mall went out of business.
Yes, which was full of a lot of Hammaker Schlemmaker. Hamtramck Schlemmaker.
I always like the 2-in-1 devices, like the lawnmower / vacuum cleaner. It cuts your carpet and it vacuums your
Axel
lawn.
going, God, I wish they wouldn't do this.
All right, Ellie is getting fussy, so
Sorry.
we have to quit. No, it's not. No, don't apologize, Roger. It's she
I'm
is
an
our
Asian parent. I must apologize.
she's our clearances person, and she's saying you're going too long. She's the suit that we have to pay attention to. So thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
And you too.